So first Andy's like, I'm gonna do a makeup video on Joshua's channel while I'm drinking. And now Sean's like, hold my beer. Would both of you just...
I should be Women's Intercontinental Champion. Welcome to Sean Draws Something. The show where I draw something.
Shut the front door.
I'm also going to drink. That's what this is here for. I want to say hello to all of you here at TAW Gaming. I want to say a special thank you to Andy for being drunk on camera enough to make me want to be drunk on camera. So now we're both drunk on camera. Fight me. I need my glasses. I cannot see any of you. Okay. So, the concept of the show is I'm going to take these here colored pencils. This here. I said colored pencils.
No.
I'm going to take these pencils of color.
Stop!
And I'm going to draw on this here piece of paper of color.
Why are you doing this?
It's construction paper. The reason it's construction paper is I didn't have any white paper on me. And the drink I am drinking is a Voodoo Ranger Hard Charged Tea Peach. There it is. I like at the bottom how it says contains alcohol. As if anyone who didn't know. I've also had a tall boy sip of sunshine before this. If you know, you know. Alright, time for that oh so satisfying.
Don't do it. I'm a virgin.
How dazzling! I've actually never had this before. Let's give it a try and see how it tries. Pretty good. Tastes like a peach ring, but tea. That's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. This is going to be fun. So the concept of this is I have to draw something on this here sheet of paper, and by the time that this is at least halfway down, I need to be done. All right. Got this here pencil right here, and let's get started. And you know, man, we're going to have a lovely time, man. We're going to make some happy little trees, but who needs to go to art school? That's what I'm trying to say. It's just, art is like so much cooler than the basic principles of foundational speaking and interpretation and just like common logic. And I think we just need to kumbaya our way to paradise, really. All this high talk makes me want to take a hit. I'll be right back. All right, now I'm good. Let's get drawing. I don't really have anything in mind for this, so let's just start with a couple of big U's. What else are we gonna do? I really have no idea in mind. We're gonna kind of freestyle this. By the way, I gave Andy the inspiration to this, but I gotta give a special shout out to somebody. Skylar, I love you. And you know what? I appreciate your hockeyness. I appreciate your wrestling knowledge. I appreciate your horniness. Just don't get any of it on me because I'm sure it's sticky. But you keep doing your thing, brother. And we appreciate having you here as part of the big fold that is myself and Josh Geddon and you and Andy and everyone here at TAW Gaming. We all appreciate what you do so much. Now, I don't really have much sense of it looking like anything in particular, but, you know, that's kind of how these designs go. You know, you start with a little something and then it turns into something else. I'm going to make a little mouth thing right there. This is going to be a happy little ghost who's excreting some sort of chemical. So we got a little ghost guy coming out of here. Let's see, we'll finish out the rest of his arms and we'll show you the finished picture at the end of this. I just want to tell you right now, you can do it. You can do anything you set your mind to. Don't you just sit there on your keister doing nothing, just doom scrolling all day. You have potential. And every little moment that you spend on your potential is another moment that you can realize that potential. But every moment you spend just dicking around, doing nothing, well, you'll end up doing crazy improv art, drinking beer in your basement. Is that really what you want to be doing? Okay, so what do we got here? Now, I do have an eraser if I do want to change how this goes. Let's see. I kind of like the idea of this going down here and putting a little, how about we put a little skier guy right here? We're going to give him a butt. It's going to be a square butt because I do not draw people very well. His arms are going to be out here holding two poles. And they're going to be sticks for hands because I am not drawing hands. I don't care what you say about me. I'm going to draw what I want to draw. And if you don't like that, listen to me right now. You don't know where I'm coming from with this here. You see, I'm drawing a little bit of the feeling right here. You see, I got this pencil here. I got the little green pencil on my left and a red pencil on my right here. And I won't hesitate to use them here. But anyway, let's see. All right, let's start with a design right now. This is where we're at. But we've only just begun. Gosh, again, are you having a good time yet editing this? You know I love you. You know I've loved you ever since I was a little girl. You know more than anyone. You know what I want from you.
Hello. Yes, I would like to report a crime.
Cue the SpongeBob meme. Okay, so we got the skier guy here. I think I'm just going to erase all this dashing and lashing I was doing before. That's alright. Life is about revisions. Looks like we're dreaming about the wintertime. Let's see. In each of these is going to be... I'm going to work on the hat a little bit. Maybe it looks like jewels. Maybe that's what it says. I also got to say this. I'm bald. I admit it. I am bald. I don't have a forehead. I have a 5 head. My head can be used to reflect lasers. If you have a laser pointer, I can direct it somewhere in a 45 to 28 degree angle based on where my head is positioned facing downward. I'm aware of this. You're aware of this. Let's just all be aware of this. This ghost has got to be attacking somebody. Let's make it a goblin, perhaps? Let's see. Ear. What do goblins look like? This is going to look like a cat. Oh, now he's got triangles for eyes. Triangles for eyes. Okay, so he's fighting this weird homunculus creature. He's spraying hand spray into his face and arm muscles which I'm gonna accentuate the biceps of, because you know muscles. He's only got one beefy arm, kind of like Trogdor. Shout out to you if you get that reference. And what I'm gonna do is once I hit the halfway point, I will stop using the regular pencil and I will start coloring things in and adding things with the color. Do you know that Africa's a continent?
I bless the rains down in Africa.
So is Alaska. Oh, the bush has eyes. The bush has eyes. Does it have weapons of mass destruction? It's a political joke. Right, the bush has eyes. We've established that. Doesn't mean it's alive, it just means it has eyes. If you haven't subscribed yet to TAW Gaming, what are you doing? I mean, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's been going for what? 11 years? 11, 12 years? He's got 1 point something subscribers. I'm probably going to be interrupted by an ad in about 3, 2, 1, and then he's going to... It's impressive, isn't it?
This is a TAW Gaming progress report. Isn't it lovely?
We're at about the halfway point. So, this pencil is now done. It's time to get colored. Editor, you know what to do. Let's see. I don't have a yellow in here, do I? That's a shame. I guess I'll just use this marker I have conveniently on the table. Makes it a little dark, but let's get a little orange sunlight in here in the most, excellent way I know how. Immediately not using the source material that I promised.
You sit on a throne of lies.
But you know what? Life is full of liars. If you're going to get mad about the fact that I've got a marker instead of using all the colored pencils in front of me, and that's the big source of your complaint, you're going to take time out of your day to complain about the fact that it's like, oh, he said he was going to use the pencils of color instead of using a marker, but then he just conveniently had a marker. Well, guess what? I've got like 15 other markers over there, so I could do the whole thing in marker if I wanted to. It's my art. I'm allowed to enjoy my art. And so is Kenny Omega. That's right. I said what I said. Sorry, Skylar.
Traitor!
Okay. We've got an orange sun. We've got mostly warm colors here. Josh, again, you can just speed all this up. By the way, I'm no artist. I'm a fartist. Tee. Let me ask you all a genuine question. Here at TAW Gaming, you get supplied the most exciting action. You get the most exciting viewership. You get the most exciting blogs and takeovers from all sorts of people. But let me ask you one question. Aren't you sick of Liu Kang? I know I am. Like, if truth be told, this dude is on an absolute rampage. I mean, Bruce Lee is gotten even worse from the time that he's hung out with Liu Kang, and the whole Shaolin Combat Club and the way that he's just manipulated the title. It's just, it's brought me great sadness. It's brought me terrible sadness, especially because there's a lot of people, I believe, who could have really taken him for a loop and just didn't get the chance because, just shenaniganery is what it is, and, brawls and rivalries and, who doesn't get enough respect in TAW? Interview Guy. Interview Guy is there every time he's asked for it, and he doesn't ask for a raise, And he always packs his lunch. He's a great guy. He doesn't ask for anything. He doesn't ask for extra money for transit. He's just a guy who's just in love with the world. And I think that Interview Guy deserves more respect as somebody who is a true contributor to TAW in a major way. And CIW would be lucky to have a man such as Interview Guy. Not too many options. You know what? To the people who say I can only use the source material of pencils of color, I'm gonna go get some markers of color. Oh, it's a pink crested hill. What does that mean? You know, if you ever get the chance to play Pac-Man World 2, I recommend it. It's for the PlayStation 2. It's quite fun. It's kind of hard to get everything, but it's fun. And you might enjoy yourself. And if you don't, well, then you got no soul. And I cannot help you about that. You're just going to have to keep doing what you usually do. And I hope that things change. Everyone needs a soul. Otherwise, you end up doing a podcast with Andrew Tate. Oh, God. I'm going to let that be up to you whether you keep that or not. I mean it. Honestly, you know what's fascinating about that? That podcast between, I don't know, Bubba Ray Bonnie or Bonnie Lee Jones or Tommy Lee Smith or whatever. Her and Andrew Tate, that's like the weirdest cross-section of like the most toxic female traits and the most toxic male traits in one room at the same time. It's a phenomenon. Just coloring in our goblin abomination. He's a goblin abomination. He's a goblin abomination. He's a goblin abomination. He got hit with a radioactive penis dildo his wife gave him. 'Cause she tried to cuck him, but the goblin said no. So she just found a BBG and then said sayonara, though. He was heartbroken, but he said he's better off. He's spoken only for himself. And they didn't sign a prenup, so she couldn't take half of his money because they never were actually married, because it was a 10-year marriage, which meant it was a common law marriage, which means it wasn't the exact same rules, which means he got to keep all of his money. What a great story. All right, we're officially out of tea. It's time to wrap this thing up and call it one day of a day. You know what I'm talking about. Draw over these hat lines. I think I'll just emphasize these. Curl it up, curl it up, curl it up. Have you ever wondered in life when you go to the grocery store and you don't get a chance to eat the fresh food of the day? You ever wonder how many people have touched those tongs? You ever wonder how many people have gone in and just taken a sip of that soup and just put the ladle back in the bowl without even paying for it? You think it doesn't happen. It happens a lot more frequently than you think. None of that shit is safe to eat. Trust none of it. None of it. Nineveh. Nineveh. Trust Nineveh. Not Nineveh? Yes, Nineveh. You know what I'm talking about. You vegetarian tails of motherfuckers, you. I know you talking about what I'm talking about. I know you hearing what I'm hearing. Alright, gonna give this a little blue and white here, I think. To close this out, we're gonna give this like the ice pop look. Sorry for what you're about to witness. I don't care though. You know what? I don't care, because I did this because I love Joshageddon and I love you, TAW. You know, just on the real here as I'm finishing up, you TAW Gaming, you've actually done quite a lot for me. You know, if it weren't for the feud that I had with Joshageddon, I would not have the subscriber count that I do now. It takes a lot of you guys believing in me, currently and then thereafter. There's a lot that you have contributed to what CIW is and what it's become. You know, I'm really appreciative of Joshageddon to be able to have the relationship that TAW and CIW have. That, like, our universes are somewhat related, you know, as far as who has who and why. You know, there's actually, you guys don't know the extent of it, but Joshageddon and I trade ideas quite a lot, you know, and we, it really is a symbiotic relationship. I don't mean to reference myself and, you know, Symbiote Spider-Man, but it's the truth. You know, I ask Joshageddon for a lot, you know, hey, I have an idea. Can I clear this by you? And Joshageddon does the same with me, and I'm really grateful for Joshageddon and all of you, the fans, who have done the same on that basis, and have accepted that and have appreciated that from me as much as I appreciate it from you, because it means a lot to me. So let's wrap this up, shall we? Let's see, what haven't we used yet? Burnt sienna. Oh shit, it's a giant dragon. Now remember, I'm no artist, so if you're mad at what I draw, well then I tell you. Oh dear, I've dropped the pen. So, alright. All that's left is to put my John Hancock on it. I'm going to put it on the back. Nice and subtle. Alright. Final reveal!
Isn't that beautiful? How gorgeous is that whole bunch of whatever this is? The more you look at it, the more you wonder, why did you watch this video? We'll see you next time, kiddos.